I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. These illegals that have come into this country, I would encourage all of them to not allow our government or a police force to round you up to decide your fate. Instead, it is up to you, the illegal immigrant, you, to round each other up. Start your own revolution against your own countries. Fight for what you believe in. Do not come to the United States and get on your knees to beg. You stand up for what you believe in. You fight against corruption. You don't run away and expect your neighbor to take care of your life. You take care of your own life.
We significantly increased the number of asylum officers. Significantly, by the way, the Border Patrol endorsed my position.
Almost immediately after he said that, the Border Patrol Union posted this on X, quote, "We never have and never will endorse Biden." National Border...
Wow. Now, why would Border Patrol Union say that? Because Biden did not do a damn thing for the border to actually secure it. Stopped the construction of the wall. Stopped having Border Patrol fulfill their duties as agents to stop people from coming into our country. They have to listen to whatever the orders of the President of the United States is, whether it's you like it or not. It's a direct order. They didn't support them. I wonder why.
Border Council Vice President Art Del Cueto joins us now. Art, it's so great to have you on this morning. So what was your first reaction when you heard Joe Biden say that he had this endorsement from the Border Patrol Union?
I'll be honest, when I first heard it, I thought I made a mistake. I thought I was hearing things.
You were in trouble.
But immediately the phone started, ringing, and text messages that kept on coming through, and I realized, hey, this is really what was said. So obviously the council got together immediately. We put a statement out. I had put a statement out immediately on my own personal social media, and it just I couldn't believe what I was hearing. We've never spoken to President Biden directly. Obviously, the line of communication with President Trump has continued. We've spoken, on a lot of issues that are happening. So it was shocking. I'll be honest. I was not expecting that. It shocked me when you hear this administration, to begin with, say that the border was secure. They've ignored it for several years, but this one was a new one for me, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing it going, what? And I was so glad that you put out the statement so quickly and fact-checked that, which was it was interesting, because then Joe Biden the next day was saying, Donald Trump's such a liar. He had so many lies during the debate. And that was one of the biggest lies that he told, including, Art, he said that there are no terrorists who have come, not one terrorist who's come across the border. You and I have had interviews talking about the record number of known terrorists who have come across the border.
Denial. The Democrats are in denial when it comes to, they want to say, oh yeah, everybody's safe, we're good, people are dying in the background, havoc is going crazy, prices are going up. Oh no, the economy's good, prices are good, everything's good, we're just happy and living life and we're good. No, we're not good. We're not good. It's gotten so bad that, like I said, here we are. The majority of the people saw right through all the lies and voted Trump back in.
Absolutely. It's just frustrating. I mean, and it goes to that extra level when it shows that this administration, they'll lie about what's happening at the border.
Yeah.
They won't, realize that it's actually happening. It's one of the two. And it's upsetting to see it, because obviously the country's suffering from it. The men and women that are out there putting their lives on the line are suffering from it. And somebody needs to acknowledge that the problem exists so they can get it fixed. And we continue to see this administration not acknowledge that there's a problem at the border.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, Joe Biden, who has this migrant parole program that brought in, people from Haiti and Cuba and other countries in the Caribbean, there was a Haitian who came over through that program, and he was charged with raping a 15-year-old disabled girl in Massachusetts. That illegal was released on, get this, Art, only a $500 bond this week. And an ICE detainer was ignored as the Biden administration is moving to protect hundreds of thousands.
I don't know who that little girl is. It could have been somebody I knew. Either way, it pisses me off when I hear these type of stories. And it's all because of these policies from the Biden administration. The Democrats allowed this to happen. And the people that claim to be solid Democrats that voted for Biden and these policies have blood in their hands with these type of situations. Because you voted for these policies. You killed that 15 little girl. You killed her.
The victims of these policies. It's sad.
It's extremely frustrating, look, because you continue to see these cases pop up one after another. And I'm sorry to say this, and it's horrible to hear, but because this administration has allowed so many individuals to just claim asylum and get released, it's going to continue to happen because this administration has allowed, over or close to 2 million gotaways that no one knows who they are. That's going to continue to happen. And they come up with these programs and they put a limit and they say, hey, we're going to come up with this, enforcement. You're going to put a limit on who can come across, ask for asylum. But there is no fix on the millions that they've already allowed in the country. So people need to ask, okay, you're going to put a cap on it and say only so many people a day. But what are you doing about the millions that you've already allowed to come in? What are you doing about the millions that have gotten away? And
now we have to find a needle in a stack of needles. Now that Trump is in, we have to find out where all of these people that came into this country illegally, the ones that said they were seeking asylum but just walked in, didn't go to a court date, didn't do anything to register themselves as a citizen of the United States. If you're going to come into this country, you want to like, love, and care for this country. If you want to become a citizen, you ran away from whoever ran away from their home country because of whatever reason. Their governments are not providing for you. You feel like your family's in danger. You and your family are in danger. So you need to escape to come into this country. You come to this country proud to be an American citizen. I think once you come into this country, you should learn the general English language, take a test within 1 year. 1 year is plenty enough time. 1 year to gain citizenship as an American citizen, if you truly care and want to be part of this country. And be called upon. If we ever go to war, be called upon. Because I almost guarantee if we ever go to war, a lot of illegal immigrants are going to say, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this. This isn't even my country. I can almost guarantee if that ever would have happened, that's what they'll say. But no, if you're going to come into this country, you need to love this country. You need to care for this country and protect this country as a society, as a whole. Like I've said many times, treat this country like you treat your home. You don't have people rushing through your doors, breaking through your windows to get into your home, and then go ahead and pack up and stay in your room or stay in another room. And, now you got to feed them, clothe them, let them shower and do everything in your home. No. If you're going to come here legally, if you're going to come here illegally, if you're already here illegally, if you haven't done any crimes, I believe, in my opinion, you should stay in this country, have the opportunity to pay a fine of some sort to pay back for breaking into this country. Pay a dollar amount fine. And from there, continue living your life, not having any type of crimes committed in this country, and then taking the tests necessary to become a citizen of this country. I believe that would be a fair thing to do for this country. For illegals that are willing to stay here. Other than that, if you do not love this country, stay the hell away from this country. We do not need people that hate this country to be here and have the opportunity to protest about hating this country that's allowing you to come into this country. It pisses me off. This issue pisses me off. I understand that people are struggling in other countries and they want to have a better life. But you don't just barge in and think now you're in, you can do whatever the hell you want. That's not how it works here. You may have done that, and maybe the rules and the laws in those other countries, that's the way it was. But here in this country, no, we have a system in place. We law and order. If we didn't have that, it would be chaos, and we would all be barbarians. But we're not. We live in a system where we obey the law, do our best not to commit any crimes, live our days working, try to succeed and excel in what we want to, wherever we want to be in life. But it's pissing me off when I hear these stories of innocent children getting raped from people that should not have been here in the first place. And the media plays a huge part in this, and that's also what pisses me off. A lot of these liberal democratic news outlets like to catch the moment of, oh, quick, catch this lady over here crying. Let's put a bag next to her, show the world how Trump and the United States of America is not being sympathetic to these people. We are sympathetic to these people. We really are. We're allowing you to say, hey, you can come to the door, we can process you, figure out who you are, and then if you're eligible, you can come into this country. We're not just letting anybody in. We can't let criminals in. Why would we want to endanger our own families? Why? I was going to say this in another video, but I think it's appropriate to say it now. A lot of these illegal immigrants that have come into this country, if you're here, a lot of them I've been hearing have already self-deported to prevent themselves from getting deported by Trump. Because right now, a Border Patrol captures you and finds out that you're here in this country illegally, you are barred from entering the United States for 20 years. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's, but that's what I've heard. So that's why a lot of these people are self-deporting. Now, there's a quote that many people have said in different variations. I believe there was a variation that George Washington has said, but I'm quoting this one from a Mexican revolutionary leader, Emilio Zapata. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. These illegals that have come into this country, I would encourage all of them to not allow our government or a police force to round you up to decide your fate. Instead, it is up to you, the illegal immigrant, you, to round each other up. Start your own revolution against your own countries. Fight for what you believe in. Do not come to the United States and get on your knees to beg. You stand up for what you believe in. You fight against corruption. You don't run away and expect your neighbor to take care of your life. You take care of your own life. Now, because I was born here in the United States, because I've lived my whole life in the United States, because I served this country in the Air Force, I have accepted the fact that I am blessed to be in this country. I appreciate being in this country. The only thing I can do now in order to help people is to inform them that they can't give up and back down against their own homes within their own countries. They have to stand up and they have to fight. Lives will be lost. That's what happens when you fight corruption. It's unfortunate to say that. But allowing a country like the United States of America to be in the feelings of being kind-hearted, to allow criminals to come in as well, not just good people, but criminals, when you've opened the door to everyone, people that are probably still planning to attack this country have been let in. People that hate this country are in this country. When I see videos of not just crimes, but people burning the American flag, that pisses me off. Something that we stand for, stand behind, to know that we're not a perfect nation, but we're trying to be better in every aspect. You guys, I have so much more to say. This is just my opinion. And, you know, I hope you guys can have a different form of perspective when thinking about the things that I said, and not just be single-minded in the way you think, but also think about the world and other people's perspectives. And it's not just about us, it's about everyone. And I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to react to within anything the political realm or police videos, please leave it in the comment below. All right, guys, till next time. Peace out.